Welcome Life Top 5. The usual optimism that comes with a new year did not last long in 2020. Between the potential threat of a world war, fueled by the Iran-United States conflict, and the actual threat of a coronavirus, the past few months have been tense. These are scary times, and the internet seems to be filled with rumors and misinformation, and no small amount of pearl-clutching.Let's clear up the first misconception. The coronavirus is not called COVID-19. Instead, COVID-19 is the name of the disease caused by the virus. That virus has been dubbed SARS-CoV-2, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2. Think of it like AIDS and HIV. AIDS is the name of the disease. HIV is the virus that causes AIDS.Unlike our previous Wuhan flu lists, we're going to keep things a bit lighter here. We'll focus on the curious side of the virus and the disease, including some interesting details we haven't covered yet. 5 crazy facts about the coronavirus outbreak. Number 5. The coronavirus may also kill. The global economy in 2020. The global economy behaves somewhat like a living being, and it started 2020 with a nasty bug. According to the World Bank, the initial projections for global growth in 2020 were 2.5%, slightly above the post-crisis low recorded in 2019. 5. To make things worse, the coronavirus epidemic is affecting China, one of the most powerful economies in the world. According to a February 2020 Reuters poll of economists in China, their nation's annual economic growth in the first quarter of 2020 is expected to decline to 4.5% from around 6% in the previous quarter. Much of this is due to the outbreak, and it's expected to affect us all. However, these economists predict that economic growth could rebound rather quickly if the outbreak is effectively contained. How can this epidemic harm the economy so dramatically? Well, people are much less inclined to travel and use other services at this time because they are afraid of being exposed to the virus. However, we should expect an increase in subscriptions to Netflix and other streaming platforms as people binge-watch shows while hiding in their houses. Number 4. Some people believe that the coronavirus is a bioweapon going rogue. Where there is the internet, there are conspiracy theories. The COVID-19 epidemic has been handled in a surprisingly mature way by people on the internet, except for a meme or two. However, the surge of new cases outside Wuhan, especially in South Korea and Italy, has led some people to be suspicious. The mysterious death of the whistleblower did not help, either. These speculations are not true, although they certainly have attracted the attention of many people. According to one theory, China engineered the coronavirus as a weapon. The virus was then released to make space for agricultural expansion. Even politicians seem to have conspiracy fever. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton also accused the Chinese government of foul play. Number 3. Like everything else, the virus has become an issue of racism and politics. Wuhan flu is not the first outbreak that originated in China. Notoriously, SARS and the Asian flu also started there. On top of the fear and uncertainty generated by this new epidemic, Asians have to deal with racism and xenophobia. Anti-Chinese sentiment has been building up in the past 2 months. These reactions are perhaps understandable but definitely not reasonable. Most of the spread to other nations is due to non-Asians visiting China and returning to their countries rather than the other way around. Number 2. You are not immune even after surviving the first encounter with the coronavirus. Can lightning strike the same place twice? Well, yes, that's the whole point of surge arresters. Unfortunately, when it comes to the coronavirus, the same principle applies. Let's say you got the virus and were able to bounce back. You are fine, right? No, not really. Recently, a Japanese woman was diagnosed with COVID-19 for the second time. The woman is a tour bus guide in Osaka, which makes her more easily exposed to infection due to the number of people with whom she interacts. That news is grim because it heightens the potential impact of the disease. Furthermore, it makes the development of an effective vaccine less viable. Scientists are still trying to figure out how the coronavirus can infect the same person twice, or if there is another explanation for the double positive results. Number 1. A virus-detecting giant robot was roaming New York. If you were in New York in early February 2020, you might have come across a figure straight out of Isaac Asimov's I, Robot. This cybernetic paramedic was created by Promobot, a Pennsylvania-based company. The droid was being tested in and around parks. Supposedly, the 152 centimeter tall, 5'0", robot could screen for the coronavirus by wandering the streets asking people if they had fevers. In Bryant Park, the robot was quickly banned for not having a permit. Some individuals who crossed paths with the droid described it as cute. Others thought it was overkill and creepy. They obviously didn't know that the bot can dance to Pitbull and sing Beatles tunes. Oleg Kiforkutsev, the founder of Promobot, explained, "We were trying to tell people about the virus and bring attention to the problem.